Hello, 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 hello there. How y'all doing? Welcome here to Current Situation Media. Happy Sunday. Well, how was your weekend? How was your weekend? We are we are in the holiday season. Happy holiday to you all. I'm going to send a link here to my panelists. But if you want to join the conversation tonight, let us know here. We will send you the link here and let us know what you know about this upcoming story that we are about to discuss. Justice for Joshua, the citizen that was recently killed in Liberia. So we're going to discuss it. I'm just trying to send a link here to my two of my panelists. And we're going to come on and make sure that yes, the number, if you don't want to come on tonight, if you do have any information on this subject matter, feel free to let us know. You can call in or you can opine. So we are just sharing the link right now. We are sharing the link to our panelists, and as we get ready to discuss here, we're going to be on air for 2.5 2 hours. Yeah, 2.5 hours or just 2 hours. Yeah. So how you doing? How you doing? Happy Happy Sunday. And today is December 3rd. Wow, can't believe, and we are at the end of the year. Can you believe this? Wow, folks. What next we will discuss about Christmas. Can you believe that we are at the end of the year? Time is flying. Time is flying. And what have you accomplished since the end of the beginning of 2023? Did you accomplish anything? You always have to set goals. If you can't set daily goals, you set weekly goals. If you cannot set weekly goals, you set monthly goals. If you cannot set monthly goals, you set at least 6 months or a year goals. So that way, at the end of the year, you can measure it to see if you accomplish your goal. But I'm sending the link right now. So what you can do here for me is go ahead and tag this live here. We'll be discussing justice for Joshua. All right. It's a very important discussion here because our folks are dying back home and senseless killing, and some of these investigations they are not ongoing. They are not thoroughly being investigated, and these deaths, are just going in vain, and those perpetrators are not being prosecuted. So some people are blaming the UP, and but the UP, we will go into that discussion. And but right now, like I said, I'm just sending the link here to my panelists. They're going to be on Zoom here, and feel free to join. This is an open discussion here. So we'll focus on this case today, and and we too we want to learn more about this case. So if you know anything about this case, let us know. Make a comment. We will send you the link and where you can come on here for us to discuss in depth. And we'll also show you guys some video, some very graphic video here. And at least most of you guys have already seen those videos, but we will still go ahead and show those videos. So, ladies and gentlemen, all you can do right now is share this live segment. We're going to talk about some community event, and then from there, we will dive into this discussion. But share this link. Share this link here, and happy Sunday. So some of our panelists will be coming on pretty soon here. But share this link. So that's what we are doing. We are sharing this link here. So we're going to play some music in the background. And it's a beautiful night Very, very beautiful night here. But as we are with our panelists, we're going to show a video as well. Then from there, we're going to dive into this discussion. This young man, or Sidishin, he was attacked, and we want to know about the ongoing investigation. And like I said, it's an open discussion tonight. So if you have any new information about the case, you can either write something, we're going to read it, or we're going to invite you on the show here. But I want to make sure your information is factual. And if you are speculating, you should be able to say it as well. If your information is unconfirmed, you should be able to say it as well. So I'm going to play a video here. I'm just trying to put up the video here. But while I'm doing this, you guys should go ahead and share this link, share this podcast here, share this segment. But if you live in the Des Moines area here, I would like to say thank you very much for coming through yesterday. Yesterday we had the Candlelight virtual fundraiser for the late Jessica. We had it yesterday, and we raised $2,401. So thanks to all the attendees, and thanks to all the contributors, those that came. We really appreciate that, and we appreciate your donations. This week, we will be having the burial and the wakekeeping as well for Jessica. And there's a lot of things going on in the community. We'll touch base on some, and also we'll talk about justice for Joshua. And I know most of you saw the horrible images on social media, and we're going to play this video too. And it's not a long video, and like I said, most of you guys seen this video here. I'm trying to put up this video up. Yeah, but let us know where you're watching from. Give us a thumbs up, and let us know where you're watching from, and join the conversation. Welcome to Current Situation Media. Join the discussion as well. All right. So let's see here. Let's go to this link. So we're gonna put a link on here up here. You're gonna watch the video, and you're gonna tell what you think. And if you have any new information, like I said, so this video here was yesterday. So let's go ahead and put it up on the screen. This video came from another person page on Facebook. So yeah, so bear with me here. Give me a second here as go ahead and share this link with you guys, so that way we can watch the video, and tell us where you're watching from, where you are, which state, and don't forget to tune in every Wednesday for Ladies Night Relationship Topic. It's one of our highest rating show. If you have any topic of interest that you want for it to be discussed, let us know as well. We can schedule that. All right. So we're going to show this video here. So like I said, this video is not too graphics, but we're going to show this video here. So let's see here. Let's put it on pause for now. Let's increase our volume. We're going to show this video here. You guys are going to watch this video. You'll let us know where you're watching from and what do you think about this case. And horrific, horrible. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I just want to make sure our volume works here. So don't forget to share this live segment. Like I said, we will be joined shortly by some of our panelists, and we're going to be on tonight for 2 hours. Very interesting discussion. If you want to come on, let us know. We're going to send you the link.
So, folks, you see another violent guy. Another violence. So the violence is getting so tense today. The naming of the campaign team today by Joe Parker. So you see here, so you see, it's actually happening here. It's actually happening here. So violence is actually. So this is what happening here right now. So he's on the run. I want to be live. I want to be coming live. You can never see the brother today. You so what is okay?
All right, so we're gonna play this video one more time here for the audience. For those that just joining us here, and we're gonna play this video one more time here.
So folks, you see another violent guy. So today, another violence. So the violence is getting so tense today. The naming of the campaign team today by Joe Parker. So you see here, so you see, it's actually happening here. It's actually happening here. So violence is actually. So this is what happening here right now. So he's on the run.
Okay, so that was Joshua here. He was attacked. So in this video here, and most of the memos were from the UP party. So we don't want to inject politics into this here. We understand that this type of incident that occurred, you know, with another Liberian, want to use Liberian, even though that individual was part of, he was a sedition. So we really want to know what happened, and one of our panelists have more details to the story. He just checking in his hotel. He will be here to opine, and like I said, this is an open discussion tonight. Feel free if you know anything more about the story, let us know here, and come on here to tell us what you think. You know, by watching this video. If you have any other video that you think that you want to show us, you know, share it with us, and we'll put it on the screen. And but as we wait our panelists here, we just wanted to, you know, make a quick little announcement here. If you live in the Des Moines, Iowa area, first we'd like to say thank you very much for those that showed up yesterday at the fundraiser. We had a candlelight visual fundraiser for our sister. We're gonna put up a picture here. Our sister will also be laid to rest this week. Her wakekeeping is Friday, and also her funeral is Saturday. So she'll be laid to rest. But we raised $2,401. So big thanks to Home Touch Kitchen. So Home Touch Kitchen, this is where we hosted the event. He provided the place free of charge, and he even donated $500, you know, from on behalf of Home Touch Kitchen. So Nathan, thank you very much for your donation. We do appreciate that. And current situation too, we donated some money, $200, and we'll be doing some more donation this weekend as well. And other, you know, individuals donated a lot too. So yeah, we're able to raise 2,400. So, you know, let's give ourselves a pat on the back, and We appreciate everyone that showed up. But tonight, like I said, we'll be discussing justice for Joshua. We need to pretty much touch the story tonight. Hang on, I got a call coming in here. Jenkins, I'm live on my show here. What's up? Ye- Yeah, after the show, I will call you back here. Okay. All right. Thank you. So, folks, let's share this. Let's share this. Let's share this here. We got a lot of important discussion tonight, and we have an open discussion tonight as well. So, let us know here. Feel free here. Let us know where you're watching from. Make a comment down here. If you also want to join the show tonight, if you have any important community announcement for if you're in the Des Moines area or you live in some part of the Midwest here, if you want to join us, let us know here, and we will bring you on. Close the door. We will bring you on the show here, and you can make your announcement or you can contribute to this story here. But it is incumbent upon us to pretty much discuss these type of issue that occur back home. Especially with our people. People have taken this partisan, so serious until they have to attack someone because you belong to the CDC or you belong to UP. Those kind of behavior, we should not tolerate that. Even if you are affiliated with another party, you still the next man brother, because a brother and sister or maybe a family can all be part of different parties. That doesn't mean that they should create some kind of animosity against that person just because that person is, talking about issues. Even if that person is trying to ridicule another party, based on issues, that should not give another person, you know, uh, the time or give them the audacity to harm another person just because that person is not part of another party, which is not good. Like I said, partisan, it is not good. You can be affiliated with another party, but you can still be able to come to a common ground. You can still be able to meet someone in the middle. You can still disagree, but at the end, you guys have to agree and move things forward, because at the end of the day, Liberia is just for us. We Liberians, is for we Liberians. We have to work collectively together. We have 46 political parties in Liberia. The country is too small to have 46. I think we need to go back to the two-party system. And yeah, instead of having all these political parties here, it just creates division. While we're a little country, where about 5 million people have different 46 political party. The great United States, they have what? Republican, Democrat, yeah, yeah. But Liberia have 46. My God, everybody want to have their own clique. You want to pay allegiance to your clique. You don't want to pay allegiance to your country. You don't want to do for your country. You just want to do for your clique. Yeah. So I mean, in order to resuscitate this country here, we have to change our mindset. If Liberians do not change their mindset, Liberia will continue to be stalled. We will not be able to progress. But if we change the mindset, like I said, a lot of people compare Liberians to crabs. You put crabs in a bucket, one try to, climb up, everybody try to bring you down. No, it should be the other way around. When you're trying to climb up, your friend should be able to assist you. Because guess what? If you assist me, I'll climb up. I should be able to, bring you up with me. Yeah. So, um, for me, like I told people, I'm a, independent, and it anyone that wins the election, which is we have our president elect, Joe Boaka, and let's see what he's going to do. Gave him the opportunity. The Liberian people voted for him, so gave him a opportunity. Gave him for me, I will give him like 6 months, because to say things to start changing within 1 month, 2 months, it is impossible, because especially now they work on a transitional period. And but yeah, you always have to pray for your leaders. You always have to be able to contribute some ideas, whether you are on the opposing team. This young man death, it is very horrific, and sad tragedy. And now people are pointing fingers at UP. They're pointing finger at the Unity Party. Who did this to him? And where is the investigation? As you watch the video, he's been people throwing stone at him, beating him with stick, and deadly, some weapons that will, pretty much harm him. So let's when our panelist Alex come on here, he's going to bring us up to speed. He's going to walk us through, and also he's going to be able to weigh in objectively. We want this investigation to thoroughly be done, and we want the perpetrator off the street. And this young man did not deserve this, and he can exercise. People should be allowed to exercise freedom of speech if they disagree with the government. If they disagree with the opponent, you should be able to exercise freedom of speech. It doesn't matter if you are affiliated with a party. You can talk about another party to the fullest. You can ridicule that party. As long as you are not physically harming someone, you can verbally ridicule that party on issues. So why people take things personally now? Just because they're part of CDC or they're part of UP, this, politics here is really, you know, harming us, is really bringing big division within the country. We are very, very, very divided right now. This election that just took place, the country is divided. We should come together as Liberians, because if we don't come together, we create that, we put that wall, and say we only clinching to our, sessional or our party is not helpful for the country. So, what do you guys think about justice for Joshua? Who is fully responsible? Is the UPist? Are they responsible? Have they pretty much find or arrest the perpetrator? How many people are involved into this here? What really happened? And yeah, so we're gonna have the full details tonight. And but go ahead and share this live here. Like I said, tonight is an open discussion. We'll give our audience the opportunity to, write, to opine. Let us know where you're watching from. Share this here. If you're in Iowa, we'll say hello, hello, hello. We'd love to send shout out to Mr. I Love You Jenkins, God will Sam. If you guys watching, let us know here. If you want to come on, if you know anything about this case, or you just have something that you want to disseminate information to your community, let us know. We'll bring you on here. We will let's see it. Let's see if we can also post the link on. Yeah, we can also post this link where you can come on as well, or we can send you this link to your inbox. So free to let us know here. But welcome here to the show here. Usually on Monday we do promotional interviews. Tuesday we discuss diaspora Liberians political discussion. Wednesday relationship topic, ladies' night. And then on Thursday, political discussion. Friday, we do live streaming from different places, from different events here. So let's go ahead and also add the link here. The link going to be at the bottom here, scrolling. So let us know here if you want to come on tonight. Like I said, feel free. And we're going to put the link up here. Let's do some editing here. But how you guys doing? Like I said, how are you guys doing? We are waiting our panelists to come on here. Big shout out to everyone that showed up last night at Jessica funeral. Not funeral, but candlelight fundraiser. Yeah, it was successful. It was successful. It was not that packed. The audience were moderate. It was not that packed, but the folks that came, they did well. Aramita did well. She took the mic and she did her thing. Aramita, thank you very much for displaying that kindness yesterday, and she was one of the organizers. She one of the hosts. She made sure that everyone donated. So we really appreciate your effort. We really appreciate your effort. This is what we need to do. Librarians are generous people. Let's continue to display generosity to each other. Whether we are all CDCian or we are all UPist. Yeah. So our security, people should be safe and be able to freely move around, freely auto statement, freely express that be able to express things back home with all being intimidated or being harmed by their fellow Liberians. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the show. Here, you are watching Current Situation live here from our studio, West Des Moines, Iowa. Here, thank you very much for joining us here. So, what we're gonna do here, we are going to post the link. Like I said, post the link here. Let us know if you want to come on. We will definitely send you the link. Let's see if we can post the link here for you guys to join us. Tonight we have an open discussion here about the death of Joshua. So if you have any new information, let us know. We will bring you on here. If you have any new information, feel free to let us know. We will bring you on here and you can update the audience. But we are going to also play the video again for those that just joining us here. Let's go ahead and put the video back on stage here and let us know what you think.
Get my stuff out, CC Bear. I want to laugh. I want Kevin laugh. Let him come. So after the so folks, you see another family there. So today, another violence. So the violence is getting so tense here today. The naming of the campaign team today by Joe Quaka. So you see here. So you see, it's actually happening here. Of the campaign.
So let's put this on pause here. Let me come on the screen here, okay? Let's put that on pause and see here. Let's. Okay. All right. So is it? I'm not sure if that's a machete in the other guy's hand. Librarian say colax. I don't know if that's a machete. He's hitting this man with a colax.
So the violence is getting so tense here today. The naming of the campaign team today by Joe Quaka. So you see here. So you see.
All right. Did you see that? Is that a machete or a stick? And I know you guys can see that here. I'm not sure it's a machete or stick that they are hitting this individual with. Let's take a look again.
So you see here.
Well, I know this one in this guy hand here. This one look like a stick here, but let's press play. Yeah, stick.
So you see, it's actually happening here.
Yeah, so this is the individual Joshua here, and wow, take a look.
It's actually happening.
You see, put it on pause.
So violence is actually. So this is what happening here right now.
So let's remove the video and talk about this a little bit here. So I know you are watching and you see that violence, and it's hard to watch. One man among a lot of folks, they cried, and he's being beaten with stick, and rocks are thrown at him. He trying to escape, and the folks still trying, and they still follow him. They still follow him, and the other guy is telling the reporter or the guy that doing the live here, say, you can put it on live. I don't care. Why would Liberians treat another Liberian just because the man is or part of another party? Why we are taking this partisan or this political party or our affiliated party, we are taking this so personal. We are taking it just because we have, maybe we believe in little, we have our different beliefs, and we're all part of this one party, then we disagree with another party. You can still disagree and still be cool with the guy. You see what happened in America here. You see Republican, Democrats, they battle verbally, but they are not hurting each other. And but look, look in that little country there, and to see what is going on. So, folks, what do you guys think? Like I said, we are still awaiting the panelists to come on here as we discuss 2 hours of discussion on this incident. We want to, bring this to the spotlight here because I know, everybody on social media, and you're seeing the images of this individual. So let's go ahead and put Joshua picture up here. It's sad that this young man lost his life, and we hope that the investigators are doing what they can do to bring the perpetrator to justice and be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And we see, and people are pointing fingers at the Unity Party. But what I'm also, concerned here is you put the pointing fingers at Unity Party, but also Unity Party have not taken over yet. CDC-led government is still currently governing the country. So I believe that the police have to do that work, because they still have 1 month to pretty much turn over. But since the CDC-led government is still in power, so they should be able to take the initiative to see, to watch these videos, because I know there's different videos out about this incident. They should be able to watch these videos and see, if they can find out what happened when he fled the scene, because when he was running, they were hitting him with stick, throwing rocks at him, and someone even followed him later. So we're trying to also obtain the other video where few people follow him, and whatever they did behind the house or where he fled, wherever they did behind there, you really don't want to see it. Some of the video is real graphics, really, really graphic. We cannot put it on the air it like that. So the one that we aired, is not too graphic, but the others we have is too graphic, so we cannot really put on the air like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, so that what happened, and that's just a little preview we're giving you guys here. So, but we'll discuss more. We'll discuss more in details here. So, what we want you guys to do is share this live here. We are here for 2 hours discussion. Share it live here, and we'll also have some community announcement. There's a lot of important things coming on in the Liberian, the Iowa Liberian community here, and we want to bring you guys some updates. Yeah, but we hope your holiday season is going good. Happy holiday season to you and your family. A compliment of the season, and I cannot believe we are in the month of December. Whew, this year went by pretty fast. And this is not a leap year. No, next year will be a leap year. If you think this year went by fast, leap year is a lot of people say leap year is a bad luck year. It's a horrible year. But yeah, but next year, 2024 is a leap year. And 2024 we have 366 days, and 2023 365. So leap year, let's keep our finger crossed. We always pray for the best, and we should always be optimistic. And we should, continue to keep moving. We cannot give up. Giving up is the last option. You only give up when you stop breathing. So you should keep pushing it. When you fall, wake up. Don't stay down. When you fall, somebody can drop, somebody can, you can punch somebody, can fall, but when you fall, do not stay on the ground. Wake up and keep moving. Dust your feet up. There's a lot of trials and tribulations going on. The society we live in now, life is a roller coaster. You can be up one day and the next minute you are down. So do not give up. Keep pushing. You got to be very optimistic. You got to set goals. So just imagine, like I asked the question from the beginning. What did you accomplish? What did you accomplish in 2023? What is something that you can be proud of? Say, oh yeah, I went through 365 days. This is what I accomplished. What did you accomplish? Set goals. Sometimes for me, I set daily goals. Within the 24 hour, I have to accomplish something. It can be either financial or some kind of task that you complete. Or you set weekly goals, or you set monthly goals, or every 6 months or every 3 months. Yeah, because we have one life to live, so you got to live this life in a way where when you leave this earth, you want to be a living legend. When you want to leave some kind of legacy behind, you want to be able to impact the community in some kind of positive way. You don't have to have a lot of money to be successful. You can be successful by impacting your community. Yeah, as long that there is some kind of making some kind of difference, that will help out. So, folks, once again, welcome to Current Situation Media. Hope you guys are, doing fine. You and your family here. Happy holiday season. Hope you guys are getting all the presents for the kids. The kids love. This is one of the, the biggest holiday that kids love, Christmas. You got to know at the end of the, year, they wake up and they get all those packages, under the Christmas tree. But like I said, we will take some time off to talk more about Christmas and more about the holiday. But hope you guys are staying safe. Staying warm. If you live in Iowa, or if you live in a state that is winter, you stay warm. Those that live in Florida and Texas and other states, they are still enjoying the nice weather. Or those that live in Arizona, yes. But let us know where you're watching from. Thank you for tuning in. Share this live here. We're going to be on for 2 hours here as we are with our panelists. We sent the link out here, and we're still going to dive into the discussion tonight. And we have some information that you guys want to know more about this case. And yeah. So we will dive into that. Justice for Joshua. And this young man lost his life, and it is sad. Folks are all on social media talking about this here, and we extend our condolences to his family, the country, and our fellows Liberians. We should not be instigating or inciting violence. We should be able to work together collaboratively to move this country forward, to move Liberia forward. Liberia is all we have. That's our home. Just imagine people going back home. They are so excited, all the way they say, oh, Liberia is hard. Things are hard. But people are always going back home. They are excited. Even if they live in a mud house, or they live in the countryside, the interior, they go back home. Home is not even home. When you back home, you relax. You a little bit stress-free, even though not totally stress-free, but at least you home. You don't have to worry about waking up early in the morning like over here in the States, where everybody up like 5, 6 in the morning. You have to go do your 8 hours. Yeah, but you go home for vacation. You see your family, and you're all excited. So we hope that the country security measures, we take it very serious. All right, Liberia needs to pretty much be strong when it comes to security. We need to implement good security measures. Because when a country have a very strong security system, people are, freely, people are so excited, and they are able to freely express, that the freedom of speech, or maybe freely move around, conduct business. Mostly move around, conduct business. And we also have, if we have strong security measure in the country, we have foreign investors be able to come in the country and invest, because nobody want to go somewhere and invest and the security measure is not tight. You don't see thorough investigation. When something happened after, 1 or 2 more, everything just died down. No, no. So you scare away foreign investor. As you can see right now, our economy is dependent on really, really, really the few is depend on foreign aid, and also depend on the few natural resources that we have, the iron ore, the rubber. But are they, making good use of that? But we would have a more. But ladies and gentlemen, share this live here. Happy Sunday. Happy, blessed Sunday. And also happy holiday. We are in December, the month of December. Wow. We're at the end of the year. So we'll soon be telling 2023 bye. And wow, welcoming 2024. I remember I still have that, recollection that we just had us, we celebrated or welcome 2023, and now we'll be telling 2023 bye bye. 2024 is right around the corner. Wow, folks. All right, so folks, let us know here. Comment if you have any information on this case here. Let us know. We have an open discussion tonight. And let me see here. We have an open discussion. We'd like to say hello to everybody. If you have any information on this case, let us know here. But we wish that these type of violence to stop, and also those that incite these violence should be fully prosecuted to the full extent of the law of Liberia. Liberia should be the place where we should be able to exercise freedom of speech. We should be able to tackle issues. We should be able to disagree. At the end of the day, we can compromise and move forward. But ladies and gentlemen, it is sad. It is sad. Just because someone is seditious and they disagree with you, and they are in your area, or they are pretty much hanging out in your turf, you should not be able to, harm that person. That video is, I know, like I said, the graphic video here, we are not going to show it. We just want to show the just a little clip here of what transpired. This young man lost his life. They followed him. They ran behind him, and you saw them beating him, and folks just standing by, recording. And yeah, it is sad. It is sad. Liberians come together. You can disagree to the fullest. If you're seditious, you are still a Liberian. If you're UPist, you're still a Liberian. If you're CPP person, NSC, you're still a Liberian. Like I said, 46 political party. Wow, that country is on something. But we pray, and we are very hopeful that one of these days here, things will get better. Things will get better. Now, the rescue man said that he's going to rescue the country. So we will see, we will evaluate him, we will monitor him. For me, I just want this country, people to focus on the educational sector, the health sector, and construction. We should have rules that will lead to any parts of the country. From Monrovia, you can be able to travel to any parts of the country, or from Monrovia to any parts of the country. For any county, we should have rules. Road construction is also important because it allows foreign investors to come in the country and invest based on the transportation sector. And also, we should not depend on government job. Government should be the least people that are doing a lot of employment. The private sector should be able to invest into the private sector. The private sector should be the number one employers that will be able to hire Liberian, to get to work, to be able to sustain a family. But right now, government job is the number one in the country, the biggest. Everybody want to work for government, because when you work for government, whatever You be live the life when you work for government, you live life, that your salary cannot even afford. So people are wondering, so how can these government officials they are living the lavish life? Their lifestyle is so big that looking at that salary can't afford that. So what are they doing? How are they, maintaining or getting that money? So government job should be the least. The private sector, we should focus more on the private sector, because if the private sector is booming, guess what? The economy goes up, you know, unemployment drop. You see, yeah, if the private sector is booming, everybody going to work in the morning, they're busy, and they can be able to sustain a family. So yeah, so I just hope this is some of my message to the pape, to the rescue team. They focus more on the private sector, and also Liberians should be able to continue investing in our own country because at the end of the day, that's our country. We can't depend on the next man to come and beautify the country for us. No, we should make use of all the resources. We should make use of our lands and building houses. Real estate should be booming. Factory jobs. There's a lot of ways people can make money in our country. So let us work together and stop killing each other just because we are affiliating with a different party, just because we disagree on issues. We should focus on issues. We can disagree to the fullest on issues. By the end of the day, that we have to be able to compromise and move forward. Because just because I disagree with my brother, that doesn't mean I hate him. No, I see him. We can still laugh. We can still make toast and still hang out. So, ladies and gentlemen, for some reason here, one of our panelists there, they are taking forever to come on. So we still are waiting, Alice, and Pastor Sosa will not be on tonight. He told he was not coming on here. Malcolm is running late. Alex is also running late here. So those guys are running late, but we still have time. They will still come on here to be able to discuss issues. So, ladies and gentlemen, here, like I say, I repeat, happy holiday, and Christmas is around the corner. Check on your loved ones, call them. You know, don't wait until something happens. Check on your friends within the community. Sometimes you don't hear from people in a long time. Just check on them. Don't call someone when you want them to do something for you or when you want something for them. Just call and check on them. Call them and see how they're doing. How's your day? How's your week? Is there any way I can help? Yeah, I'm just calling to check on you. Some folks they appreciate if you just tell them, say, I'm just calling to check, to see how your day going, to see how you've been doing. I just calling to check base. You brighten a day. You put smile on our face because people going through a lot of stuff. Not only in the U.S. but back home around the world. Pray for the folks in Israel in the Gaza Strip. The Palestinian and Israel conflict. Pray for the folks, and people going through a lot of stuff. Are we at the end of time? Those that believe in the Bible, that rare revelation. You say we'll have wars, and parents or kids will be this really disobedient to parents. Young people will be using a lot of drugs. That's what we're seeing every day. You know, so but we still gotta be hopeful. We still gotta keep our finger crossed. We still gotta keep doing what we do best. Because if you give up, let your brother put you up. And if someone is going up and elevating, praise them. Hang around folks who are successful. Because if you want to be successful, you have to hang around folks who are successful, who are doing well. Don't envy them, praise them. Because you want to be like that man, you gotta hang around. You can say, oh, I wish that I was in that position. Yeah, you can wish to be in that position, but then you have to ask for help. You have to learn something new every day. That's what I do. I try to learn something new every day. You try to use your time more constructively. So you still have leisure time, but try to make sure that at the end of the day you be able to accomplish something. Before that 24-hour goes by, you be able to accomplish a task. You have to do that because life is not easy. Life is not easy. You have to keep moving. You have to keep being very progressive. You have to continue to maintain good sense of humor. People that you interact with on a daily basis. Yeah, you know, and I always tell people, smile more often. Because it brightens your day. It brightens your day. So let pretty much do some. I want to do some community announcement. There's a lot of important stuff coming up this weekend as well. And also tomorrow I have an interview here with another group in Des Moines. Usually we do promotional interview on Mondays. So Mondays promotional interview, and Tuesday we talk about politics. Wednesday we discuss ladies' night relationship topics, and on Thursday national politics. Friday we live stream from different events, and on Saturday we also live stream from different events. Sunday we discuss politics and open discussion. So yeah, open discussion. So ladies and gentlemen, yeah, like I said, feel free to come on and opine. Do not hesitate. It's still early. I know most of you guys, want to go to bed early and get ready for work. That's fine. But let's discuss justice for Joshua. So we'll go ahead and play the video one more time.
He's on the run.
Let him come.
So after the so folks, you see another violent guy. So today, another violence. So the violence is getting so tense today. The naming of the campaign team today by Joe Walker. So you see here. So you see, it's actually happening here. It's actually happening here. So violence is actually. So this is what I'm here right now. So he's on the run.
I want people to laugh. I want Kevin laugh. You can love us in the world today. You
So, why all this violence? Okay.
So did you hear that individual said will kill you? You cannot wear CDC beret. The beret, you cannot wear that hat just because we are having our section, just because UPS are having section, you cannot come here with beret or CDC beret. Wow, so they took us, those perpetrators took things very, those I'll call him perpetrator, those that were pretty much beating him, they took things very personal, that he cannot wear his CDC, hat, the red hat or the blue hat, and go among them, because they are having that launching or that campaign launching going on. Because they are UPs, it's a UP grant, so no seditions allowed. Wow, these kind of politics here, inciting violence, just because I'm launching, I'm having something going on, and next man cannot come there, representing, his own party, or, wearing the attire of his party, and you take it personal. Wow, it's sad. But folks, this is what happening in Liberia. This is what we see most of the time on social media here. Like I said, the country is so divided right now, and we hope that Joe Boakai will be able to have a reconciliation month or time where Liberians can come together and say, what, it's time to move on. Election is over. We have a winner. Election is over. We have to move on. We can't dwell on, because we lost the election, and we take animosity or we take our anger on the next folks. No, election is over. Let's move on. It's time to move on and resuscitate this country. You know, the country there's a lot of work ahead of time, ahead of us. There's a lot of work to be done, and government can do all the jobs. Our government can create make things happen. You know, we are citizens of Liberia. You know, we have to be very innovative. You know, we have to be innovative. We have to be able to come up with ideas, come up with jobs creation. You know, just come out and be able to uh, um, create something that will expand and that will make an impact within society and within Liberia because that's how all these stuff then the jobs and they are being created by people, ideas. So the time we take to be hurting someone, we should be able to sit down and think about ideas. Sometimes we should be able to meditate mentally. How can I come up with something that when I'm not here, this stuff will, I will leave a mark on my country, on society. Yeah, so that's how so things are evolving, a lot. We are in an era where technology is on a fast pace. The world is evolving every day, so we have to be very innovative. We can continue to dwell on the past. No, election is over. Election is always gone. We have to move on. But we pray for, we keep the bereaved family of Joshua in our prayers. We do keep them in our prayers. We hope justice be rendered to that young man, and we hope the perpetrators, be caught and be persecuted to the full extent of the law. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. For those that just joining us, welcome to Current Situation Media. Happy Sunday. We are in a holiday. I have to change my background pretty soon here with the holiday background here. But we are in the holiday season and the spirit of the holiday. And most of you guys are already decorated your house for Christmas. Pretty soon you'll see on Facebook Christmas pictures and in our pages, in our Christmas outfit be circulating on Facebook. Yep, it's the time, it's the time. So you have to do what you can do to keep that spirit going here. Yeah, it's Christmas time. It's the time to come together as family and celebrate the Christmas and the seasonal holiday. Yeah. But it's the time. So we are all excited. Even though things going so fast, we are at the end of this year. Like I say, what did you accomplish? Some people did not accomplish a lot. Some people did accomplish a lot. Some people reached a milestone. Some people just, stuck one place. But at the end of the day, you have to seek professional help if necessary. All right. Don't hesitate to ask the relevant questions. Don't hesitate to be around folks that has already well established and accomplishing things daily. Those are people that you hang around, because you want to be good as them. Don't envy them. Praise them. Praise them. Praise them. So we're gonna take some music break here. I'm gonna take a little music break. But like I said, we got one more hour on the show here. We're gonna be here for. We're gonna be here. All right, we're gonna be on here for 2 hours. So it's 10:05 here. So we're gonna take a little music break here. Let me see here. We're gonna take a little music break, and when we come back here, hopefully, one of our panelists will be on here. So we have before going on the music break. Let bring one of our panelists on, Dave. Dave is behind the stage right now. Let's try to bring him on stage. Dave, can you hear me?
Hey, loud and clear, AJ.
We cannot see you.
Really? Hold on, let me see something here.
Yeah, we can only hear you. You want on audio.
I should be on video. Let me see.
Okay, you see me, right?
I see you.
Yeah,
wow.
we can hear you, but we cannot see you. Or you want to go out and come back in?
Maybe I should. Maybe I should do that. Let me
Yeah,
come back.
so go and come back in. Okay. So Dave will be coming back in here. So let's bring in one of our panelists here. We know most of our panelists are a little bit running late, but let's bring in one of the panelists here. So he's going to come back in here. So we're going to touch base on this here. We're going to touch base on justice for Joshua. And we're going to go back here to the video as well. We're going to go back to the video and put the video back on the screen. And our panelist, so he will be able to. Hello? All right. Yeah, we can see you now. Thank you very much, Dave.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Because I know Sunday is a little bit free time here.
Mm-hmm.
Come on here on Sunday, and but thank you for taking time off your schedule here. So I think you watched the video that I just played. Did you?
Yes, I did. Yes, very
Okay.
graphic. It was very graphic.
Yes. So in the video here, I think they were in UP camp, launching of the campaign, and this guy Sidishan, they stone him, they hit him with a whole lot of those with stake, they ran behind him, and this guy lost his life. It's sad. It's sad. We'd like to extend our condolences to the grieving family, the bereaved family here. So, do you have any new updates on this story, or you just want to respond to what you saw on the video?
No, AJ, actually, I've not been able to follow that story, and I don't know if that video is recent because the election been over almost 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So I really don't know when that incident occurred, and I've seen it on Facebook just as you have seen it on Facebook as well.
Yes.
So I really don't have the detail. What I can say is that it was so graphic, and I don't know why Liberians are so savage. Most of them, especially the youth. How can you try to hurt somebody and he's running away from you from his life, and you're still running after him at a point at where he died in your hands? So that is so savage.
Yeah.
And I can't just wrap my head around the whole situation, and it's unfortunate. We just want to say we extend our deepest sympathy to the bereaved family. But Liberian, we need to do better than that. It's that video that you showed tonight was so much graphic, and you can't believe it that another human being will do it to another human being. And we still say we are all Liberians. And I think the election is over. There is no need for all of these things. So I'm not sure when the incident really happened.
Yes. So you and I, we are on the same page here. I try to do some research here, but I still cannot. I went on Front Page Africa or some other news outlet, but I didn't get no full story. I just saw this. One of the panelists sent me the link here, but when I click on the link, it took me to TMO YC Facebook page here. It said 1 day ago. So the person posted a video a day ago, but like you said, the election went over 2 weeks. So that incident I believe it took place 2 weeks, ago. But he was in the hospital, and later on died. And but the individual that posted this video here, I don't have full detail of the story, to be honest, just like you. And one of our panelists have some maybe new information. Alex, we still are waiting him to come.
Okay.
Yeah. But I really don't have new detail of this story, but it just sad when I watched the video here. And the video said doing Unity Party members are instigating violence. It was on the street in Liberia here. It was at a Unity Party, maybe campaign rally, But it is sad. Even if Sidishi appeared to your campaign rally with that beret, that red hat, would that give you the authority, or maybe to hurt that person? Does that give you the authority to hurt that person?
No, to hurt human being, to kill human being or to hurt human being for that matter, just for a political reason. I don't think. And that's why we still need to grow in our democracy. Liberians are not still tolerant of each other. See around here in the place that we live in America, we have the Democrat and the Republican. They all still live side by side, even though we say we have uh two main political parties, but America have more than that. We got the Green Party, we got the Independents, we got the Democrat, we got the Republican. But you don't see those kind of things. If it happens, those are isolated cases. But I mean, with our young democracy in Liberia, and we are still there, men hunting each other, killing people because they have different opinions from what you have, to the extent that when you're going to kill them, that is the behavior of a savage. And it is so sad that we are still at that level, because I think at this level now we should be able to tolerate one another, and to see people die just because of what they believe in, which political party they belong to lose their life, is crazy. And I hope that the still sitting president can be able to address some of those things, because when perpetrator are not brought to justice, these are the kind of things you will always see. And I know you listened to that video when the young guy was saying that he doesn't care whether people are going live and those kind of things. So
Yeah.
so I hope that the police will get hold of that clip and scrutinize that video well and be able to identify the perpetrators. They need to be punished. They need to face justice for the death of that boy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he doesn't deserve to die the way he died. I seen another video pictures of him where he once, I think, represented Liberia somewhere. So he was just not, he was a patriot. He was a Liberian. He's a citizen, but so what? It doesn't mean that he should lose his life because of the party that he belongs to. So I think, and I hope that the police will do some work on it and bring whoever that are involved in this kind of heinous crime to justice, because that's the only way Liberian can be able to, kind of grow up from this kind of thing. Because when they go with impunity, then we just kind of generate this kind of behavior every time it happens, and nothing happens to the people. And that's what happened, and that's what have been happening in our country for the last 6 years.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And
that's what been happening. And these guys they are not brought to justice, or maybe if the story is aired on social media, after a certain time, people
yeah,
for it.
hmm
Police are not carrying on full, investigation. It's just sad,
yeah,
killing someone because the person disagree with you or have different point of view.
hmm
Why you can't argue from there, you move on. If you cannot compromise, you have to move on.
exactly. Why you can't just leave it at it is? And you see them carrying sticks, carrying things that look like machete or looking like
Yeah.
knife or something, iron in your hand, stick
Yep.
to hurt somebody. And you see the bystander, and you can't see one person who will say, "Look, stop! You can't do that," or challenge the crowd. Everybody running behind that one boy. They kicking him, they hurting him, they hitting him. He's trying to run from the crowd.
Can you see the video of right now?
Yeah, and they still following him. So
Yeah.
what kind of people are these?
Yeah. So let's analyze this video here, Dave. Let's analyze it. Let me put it.
Let him come.
So after the so folks, you see another violent there. So today, another violence. So the violence is getting so tense here today. The naming of the campaign team today by Joe Quaka. So you see here, it's actually happening here. It's actually happening here. So violence is actually. So this is what happening here right now. So.
Okay. So you saw that, or you saw a stick or machete, a machete. What did the
I think,
Liberian men say call out?
yeah, I think what I saw is some stakes,
Uh,
some iron pole carrying, and something in the phone like a machete, but I'm not sure exactly if it is one. But I'm sure they have iron poles and they have sticks in their hand carrying it. And exactly that's what they do in Liberia because I'm always in Liberia, and there was an incident that happened one time when I was driving on my way to go see my sister to New Jersey on that freeway boulevard. And
yeah.
what happened was that I think the motorbike guy was being hit by one of those big buses they have in the town. And when as soon as that happened, the driver was trying to make an escape because he saw that all the motorbike guys were coming and they were trying to hit on him, and they didn't want people to kill him there because what they do is that when they come like that in group, nobody asks any question. They just take whatever and they will hurt you, and sometimes they will burn down your car. So you can see the intense violence. So when this kind of thing happen, people kind of scared. So I witnessed that, and I saw first thing that police can even be afraid to come closer when those kind of incidents happen because this guy they carry sticks, they carry iron, and uh and they come with that kind of aggressiveness and they'll want to hurt somebody, want to kill, just take the law into their hands. And that is why we have not been able to do over the years. These kind of people do this kind of thing and nothing happened. It just go in the news for 1 or 2 days,
Yeah.
probably for about a week. And at the end of the day, nothing happened. Nobody is facing any counsel or justice for the crime they commit. So Liberians are just kind of used to committing this kind of heinous crime and they go unpunished. And that's exactly what been happening. As you can see in the case of the little boy. This guy is running away from the scene. They are kicking him, they are throwing stick, they are knocking him, he's still running, and they are still running after him. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
What crime has he committed?
No crime.
You can see the level at which the young and I'm telling you, AJ, most of the crime that have been committed in that country are young people below the age of 29. And as you can see in that crowd, these are the people that commit crimes. They take the law into their hands. They don't call for police when anything happen. They just do whatever they want to do. And they will both of it that they do it because they feel that they are right.
But you
And
heard God saying that at the end of the video. You said that, yeah, you can go ahead and recall me, but no citizen coming here will bear it on a head, will kill him.
yeah, because I don't know who tell him that so nobody have the right to wear their party regardless anywhere. I don't know where he come from with that kind of idea. And you can also see the kind of level of thinking these people have, the mentality, the state of mind, that the young people carry around. And that's what we continue to preach that, it is good. Some of these guys have been traumatized over the years, and some of them have no hope. So they feel that nobody can listen to whatever they have to say. So they take the law into their hand. And this is why we sing. And their state of mind is different. These guys need to be, most of our youth in Liberia that I see walking in the street of Monrovia and everywhere in Liberia, sometimes you wonder something, some of them hear them talking about themselves, seeing a lot of different things. Like people are going out of their mind. These are the people that need to be rehabilitated. They need to be rehabilitated because after the war, we don't have those kind of social services being provided to these people. But my man, both our young people have some psycho or issue, both of them, and it is illustrated in the video you see.
Yeah.
So who is a normal human being that have family, that have fear for God, that have friends, that have human feeling? We just run after another human being
I want
with
to beat.
sticks,
Yeah,
with
yeah. I want
iron
to beat
at
him.
the point that where you want to kill them. Who? What kind of normal person would want to do that? So you can see it. So unless we have a president, and that one I saying, look, Liberia right now, we need a JJ. Do you know what the Ghanaian president, the one that passed or during the COVID time?
What's his name?
He was a military president and then he turned for civilian. Or
Jerry.
Jerry Rawlings.
Yeah.
That's the kind of person Liberia going to need at this point.
And why you say that?
Because look at it. Look at how people do things in our country, AJ. Since I've been to Liberia 4 times, there is no law and order. No law and order, regardless of who is in the executive mansion. There is no law and order.
So you cannot even depend on the police though.
No, you can't. And the thing is that AJ, the police don't even have the logistics to get around. You call a policeman who don't even have a car or sitting there that he can take to respond. Look, the response time of police in Monrovia is more than an hour.
I know more than 2 hours because
that's response time. So they don't have logistics. They don't have they don't have the regalia for the job. They don't have any of these things. So how are they even going to operate? No policeman going to tackle an armed robber with no gun in your hand.
Yeah.
So when an armed robber show up, he's not going to show up there. So we need really. Sometimes people say, "What do we need?" But we need somebody like that. Because sometimes that's the only language the Liberian people understand. Somebody who can tough, come hard. Because you look at our country, brother, it's going to take a long time to stabilize the country in terms of law and order.
Right.
Because the people are just used to doing the things they do their own way and with no legal repercussion to that. So they're used to it, and that's what they are doing. And you can see the young people. And the young people are the key to all of these violence that are happening in Liberia. They think they know too much. They think they understand politics. They think they know everything. And the old politicians that are there, when they make all their disagreement in public, they come together and they are friends.
Right.
While you are sitting there kidding yourself for these guys, you guys are friends. Who told you that Joe Boaka and Joy Weah, they are not friends? They are neighbors. They talk on the phone. They speak. The way you and myself, who is a simple person out there, we think the relationship is sour. It's not.
No, it's not. That just
that's politics.
Yeah.
So young people just get involved into this kind of politics and they don't understand the dynamic that is being played, and they inject themselves in a way that it causes chaos for the entire country. And that's what we are seeing. So we're gonna need somebody tough, somebody hard that can crack down all these kind of criminal activities and bring perpetrators to justice. And that's what Liberia is going to need. And I know Joseph Boakai is going to have a tough time. It's going to be tough because people say Liberians are all interconnected. So as a result, nobody want to punish somebody because when somebody commit crime tomorrow, you will say, "Oh, this one has this one person, the other person brother, the other one sister." So it's but we have to just look at it and become the punish the people. That is the only way better.
Yeah, you are absolutely right here. I think we need to be more aggressive. Like you mentioned, law and order. No law and order in Liberia. Just 2 or 3% of the population can pretty much say that keeping themselves safe because they have transportation, they have the means, they have private security. How many percentage have a security to the house, when they go out there, those politician children or those that can afford it and hire that private security, because our country, it is not safe. The country is sweet, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to law and order, you have to be able to associate yourself with certain group of people in order to be safe, because it's like, okay, I'm going to the area, can I be safe? And I was talking about that before you came on, that looking at the security of our country, how a foreign investor even want to come in our country to say they want to invest, foreign investor come and looking at the security, looking at the road connectivity. The road is not connected from one county to another county. Don't you think that would scare away foreign investors? I mean, the Chinese are doing well, but other foreign investors, it's kind of, they are hesitant to say, why should I go and put the bill in this country or the millions of data and the security apparatus is
Yeah,
not.
and yeah, and then you are absolutely right, and that's why I make investor not to go to Liberia over the last decade. Many investor, nobody want to invest into the climate that there is no security, there is no transportation. Look, one of the things that I attract investor into any country, number one thing is road connectivities. That's one. Number two is electricity and clean power boil water. If you don't have those things, okay, for instance, if somebody want to carry a factory to Liberia, how can a factory actually operate in Liberia without a stable electricity? It's difficult. So investor are just like you and myself, who may have your dollar sitting somewhere, and you want to take it to make to change it around and make some return on that money. So you examine the what we call the risk assessment. What kind of risk? And the risk is too much. So you look at first you look at the judicial system. So if I go to Liberia and invest into Liberia, take all my millions of dollars and take it over there, and something happen, what kind of system, what kind of judicial system they have to it that I can get a redress? That's number one. And the judicial system is weak. There is no redress. It's paralyzed by corruption. So who you gonna go to for redress if anything happen?
Right.
So people don't want to do this kind of thing, and that's why we said, hey, this guy gonna have a lot of work to do. You know,
Yes.
yeah, you're gonna have something creative to do.
Yeah. Walker, is not going to be is not going to be the easy route for him. Looking at his his age, looking at health issues, and looking at his entourage, looking at his leadership team. It's not going to be an easy route. I understand he used the theme or the mantra rescue. But the expectation of Liberians is pretty high right now because if you call yourself rescue, it's a very powerful phrase. So even if you did not vote for the party, and you lose, but you say, you know what, the guy, he's going to rescue the country. Rescuing the country, you're looking at different in areas, different areas like education.
Mm-hmm.
How
Yeah.
he's going to rescue the country when it comes to education. How can teachers be paid? Amount where they will be able to sustain their family. How can teachers be paid where they will not be able to sell grades, or
Yeah.
go out with student, to pass them, so that one of the area that the country need to be rescued, our education system is way behind, bro. Because I see Liberian leaving Liberia to go Ghana, Nigeria, and even finish the schooling.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of smart Liberians, because sometimes I be watching these media challenge. Those kids are very smart, but and but the teachers are not well paid. They are not respected. So sometimes they just, they do what they can do to make ends meet.
That's true. And what I think will happen is that with the incoming of this the new president, I don't think he's gonna wage a magic wine, and every Liberian will start to have a good system, will start to enjoy, and things will be better. But what I think I'm confident is that we will soon begin to see a system being put into place. We will soon begin to see our institution begin to work again. You see, to have a very good governance, you must have all of your institutions working. And what do I mean institution? I'm talking about those institutions that are responsible for certain things to have the government run smoothly. Like for instance, if we are talking about corruption, we have the LACC. The LACC, the anti-corruption bureau, that is responsible to investigate corruption. If we have people that can be trusted, people we think can be able to implement the law, the rule of law, and bring perpetrators who corrupt government money and for their own personal gain to justice, those kind of things. Things will start to work. So institutions have to be strengthened. Once the institutions are strengthened, look, it is now who is in the executive mansion. Like you see the America, example, AJ. In America, it doesn't matter whether Donald Trump become president or Joe Biden become president. The rule of law in America will always be the rule of law. Regardless of who is the president in Washington, Iowa Iowa as a state have their own federal system. The state have rules and laws that govern the state of Iowa. So whoever that is in Washington, it doesn't matter. The laws will always be there to strengthen, to carry out judicial investigation in terms of criminality. So it doesn't matter who's there. So once we have this system put into place and they are functional and can work, it will not even matter to Liberians who is the president tomorrow or today, because the system will always remains and will always work for everybody.
Yeah.
But with the case in Liberia right now, that's not the case, because our presidents have so much power up to the point that where they influence the institution we're talking about. So as a result, the institutions are not strong to operate in a way that will measure up to the kind of way we can have a clean level field that can work for everybody. So that's the thing. That's one of the issues we have in Liberia. So I'm hoping that with Bouaka, because he said that you only want to serve one term, like Nelson Mandela said, so you don't want to serve one term. You want to make sure you put Liberia on the right path. And I'm confident that you're going to put Liberia on the right path. And by doing so, you're going to make sure our institutions are strengthened. So regardless whether you're going tomorrow or not, those institutions can be able to work in a way that it pleases the citizen and it works for everybody. And that's what we are very confident about. So yeah, so those are some of the things that we think that this government going to do, which the sitting president right now didn't do much of those kind of things. We saw things happen in Liberia, and it was like nobody was there as a leader to speak to some of these things. And as nobody was speaking, we continue to see those things happen over and over and again. So hopefully, when the president takes seat in January, things will begin to take shift, and we are optimistic that Liberia is, yearning for a new path.
Right. Yes, yes. So, did you support or voted for Joe Bouaka?
Of course, I did. I support Joe Bouaka during this election. The last election, we are, I was initially a CDC guy. We are the one from Minnesota. I moved from Minnesota to come here.
Yeah.
So I was strong supporter of CDC. I used to
So,
live in Minnesota.
so you used to be a citizen.
I was a citizen.
But why you switch party?
But the thing is, I don't support party blindly. I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna support people blindly because maybe of my affiliation. No, I don't do that. And then I was sometimes some of my Southeastern always say, "No, man, we are all from the Southeast, so why are you not supporting Jawia?" But for me, I don't see it from that perspective. I see it as if anything happen tomorrow and anybody or whoever, or if any good thing that come to Liberia, it's all Liberian that benefit. It doesn't matter where part of Liberia you're from Southeastern, it doesn't matter. The Southeastern have lots of government top position before. So it's not strange Jawia is not going to be the first, and I hope he's not going to be the last. So it doesn't matter to me who is from the Southeast and like occupying the highest position in the land. It's a matter of who is delivering to the Liberian people. And I feel that Weah was not doing much for the Liberian people. And the Southeast that he claimed to come from, he was not even doing much either. So why would I want to support somebody that when I leave from here tomorrow and go back to America, and go back from here and go to Liberia, I can't even find a fitting road to go to my own county, but I have a president who comes from there. So what benefit is it to me? So should I just continue to support people? And it's not because he didn't fix the road or he didn't do something for the Southeast, but I just think that one term was okay, because if Liberian have not given Jawia that one term, we would still be sitting and say Jawia would have been a wonderful president, and Liberian would have been gold, would have been diamond, would have been good. So it was good that we also gave him a chance. But for me, I think one term was enough and was good. He didn't meet the expectation, and I'm happy Liberians are ready to make change. Whoever that don't deliver, they change you. And I'm happy they are getting to that level that they can change people in that way. And yeah, I didn't support George Weah. The first 2 years he stayed in power when I saw things were not going right. I just feel a waste of my time to stay on the phone and support somebody who I think was not meeting to the level and the tax of the job that he was interested in. And that's why some of us decided to drift away.
Okay. Thank you for making that point there. So, any update on Joe Walker visit to the United States? Any update on his health?
Well, Joseph Walker is in the United States. He got in the United States. I would say today, Saturday. Yeah, yesterday was Saturday. He's there to meet. He's here purposely to meet with the diaspora in Liberia. As you know, this election was a tough election, and the bulk of the support that happened to elect Joseph Walker came from the United States. The Liberians here use their dollars to be able to support the election of Joseph Walker. So he's here to show some appreciation to the Liberians and to assure them that they are welcome to go home and make their meaningful contribution as usual.
Right.
Because Liberia going to depend on the Liberians are living abroad to be able to make meaningful contribution to Liberia, and this government is cognizant of that. So he's just here to let them know that there's a new day that is breaking in Liberia.
Right.
You are welcome to come home to make your own impact that you can make in any way you can, and that's why he's here. As for people stipulating that he's coming for medical purpose, that's not what I'm being told. So I will just listen and see what happens. But he's here to meet with the Liberians.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go back here to this Joshua here. Let's get to know this individual that was killed by UP of folks here. Let's read a little bit of him here. Let me go ahead and read this here, but I just put on the screen as well here. So and this information is coming from Tilmasi page on Facebook. Joshua biological mother passed when he was 7 years of age. Information about his father are yet to be known. Joshua had a son who passed away about 5 years ago. The only person he knew and grew up with is his grandmother, who is about 98 years old. She is broken and cannot make any decision at this time, so she's agreeing to whatever these external family says. The rest of the family who are talking to the grandmother on what to do are all external families. The law is the law. The law must do its job. Justice is what we seek for this boy. Okay, yeah, so this information is coming from this publicist page here. So what do you think of this here? This man, he lost his life. Prior to losing his life, his 5-year-old son passed away. He was 7 years old when his biological mother died. They don't know much about his father, and now he's gone.
And that is so sad, AJ. And that's why we just talk about. When people become to take law unto themselves instead of leaving that the execution of the law to the state, then it's troublesome, and that's what happened in Liberia. And I'm sure Joshua is not the only victim of this kind of circumstances. These are things that have been happening over the last 6 years. People die, and there is no proper investigation into the matter. But with the glaring one that we all see, where we see these barbaric human beings taking sticks and knife and cutlass and iron pole, chasing this young boy. It's easy to just look at that video and be able to identify people. There will be some credible witnesses that can come forward.
Oh yeah.
Identify these guys that were involved, and they can be brought to justice. So I don't think this is something we can just sweep under the rug. It is sad, and Liberians just need to stop taking law onto themselves. It is scary. It is really scary. If you visit Liberia the first time and you see this kind of thing happening, do you think you want to go back there to do any business over there? No. The reason some of us continue to go back to Liberia is the fact That's the only place we're born.
Yeah.
That's the only place we know. So whatever thing we do here, we know at the end of the day, we're gonna go home and be able to do something there. But if you were just visiting for the first time from abroad and you see this kind of thing, you just got scared. You don't want to carry your investment in this kind of in the midst of this kind of criminals activities with criminals running up the street, hurting people, and there is no one arrest. That's crazy, you know.
It
So
is.
I hope that the government, the city government now can be able to do something. If not, I can assure you that when Waka take power, that will be the first issue to be addressed. Because it doesn't matter whether he was a sedition, it doesn't matter whether he was Unity Party. The fact that he was a Liberian citizen and was murdered in a way that was unnecessary, uncalled for, unprovoked, it should be brought to justice. And I agree. I can agree more with the person that you just read it from the page. I can agree more. It's a fact. It needs to be brought to justice. And I hope that people are watching because we need to set a precedent. We need to set a kind of an example that here you can't just hurt somebody, you can't kill somebody, and you think you're gonna walk the street of Monrovia or the street of Liberia free, and nothing will happen to you. No, I don't think it's gonna happen under the watch of Joseph Boakai, and I will hope that the sitting president is watching all of these videos and can instruct the police director to conduct a thorough investigation into this matter.
Okay. Let's read this other post here that I just put on the screen. Can you see it?
No, not really, not clear. I can see, but you can read it. I can follow that.
All right. So this one here is from Honorable Akaros Moses Gray. He says that UP gangsters on the run. Fake anti discovered today. I think this one, Akaros Gray posted this 5 hours ago. He said the lady claiming to be Joshua Auntie is indeed not a relative to him, as today's family meeting established the facts. She's a family friend in posting to be anti-UP. She was even sidelined by the family's meeting today. There will definitely be justice for Joshua, as the good ones in the police have vowed to arrest the perpetrators. I'm now hearing that the perpetrators are on the run, but small children can run, but they can't. So apparently, the perpetrators have not been arrested yet. I think what police are doing, they are using our videos or other videos they have to identify those perpetrators. Your thought?
Yeah. And again, it goes back to what we just been talking about tonight, AJ. There should be an arrest in the situation. But when we are talking about violent, instigating violent situation, I think the least person should be talking right now is Akara Gray. You need to shut up. Because we still have the video when you walk on the University of Liberia campus with a guns.
Yeah.
That caused is a situation that caused a kind of standstill on the Capitol Hill. So he's not even the right person to be talking about this kind of situation because where was he in the last 6 years?
So you don't think Akara Gray trying to be an advocate for this man?
I think
the young man that was killed.
I think he need to shut up. Quite frankly, he need to shut up because he is not even the right person at this point when we're talking about people who are looking for a peaceful situation in Liberia. He's not the one. So you just need to stay away. You need to back up a little bit. Let him sit down in his own corner and contemplate on his loss and see how best he can recalibrate. But what I would say here is that, yes, it is true. There's a need to have a proper investigation into this case or into this matter. And the perpetrator should be brought to justice. And the rule of law should be measured to whoever have committed this heinous crime. But for somebody like Akara Gray to be the one leading the campaign, it is just hilarious to me.
Yes. Okay. So we hope and pray that those perpetrators are brought to justice here. Because apparently they are still on the run. And because it was a crowded area, so to identify everyone. You know, if they're in the United States, they can do that very faster. Based on audio, based on the technology they have. Even if those videos are blurry, they can,
Hmm. Yeah.
you know, edit it, to remove all the blurriness from
Yeah.
it. So
Definitely.
hopefully, yeah. So hopefully, but the video that we just watched, who
That
identified,
video is okay.
yeah,
There are some even more bad of video that here the Department of Justice can use it to to blur the noise around it.
yeah,
Really, kind of they got the technology for it to make it a little bit clearer in a way that people can be identified. But the video you show tonight is clear. You really don't need those kind of technology to
yeah,
apply here
yeah. The
because
audio is
yeah,
clear,
all the
and
guys their voice are audible.
yeah,
Even if you can't make out the face, we got something to call the voice sound identifier that can identify you by your voice. So I mean, the video it speaks for itself. So I hope that the police can take their time, the investigative bureau can look at it and go into the matter. Like I said again, the police sometimes can be a little bit short because logistically they are handicapped and not much they can do when it comes to this kind of thing because it takes resources, state resources as well. So if the resources are not being allocated to do some of these investigations, sometimes it can delay, or sometimes at a point that even it can be denied. So I hope that all of the tools can be provided so that hopefully we can get some justice for this young boy.
okay. So we have 10 more minutes here before we leave the segment here. I want to also switch gear a little bit here on some community issue here. So the 10, 12 minutes here, I just want to ask you some questions here because you've been part of the Liberian community of Des Moines, Iowa. How long you been in this community?
You just do your calculation from 2013.
Okay, yeah. So you've been
I've been here for more than 10 years, I
yeah.
believe.
So I consider you as a pioneer too.
Yeah.
So you've been here. You pretty much know the in and out. So what do you think? Do you recognize Curtis as your president?
You know, I'm
No,
gonna leave. I know this is
I
this.
have a follow up question. So I
Yeah.
want to see if do you recognize Curtis Doty as a president, as your president, or you are resident of the Des Moines? So yes or no? Let's do the close ended question first. Yes or no?
Okay. Right now, yes. I would say Curtis is the
So
is
so,
the
so
is
you
the president.
recognize Curtis as the president? Why?
Yeah, Curtis is the president right now,
Why? Why?
and yes,
For me, I
I
don't.
don't
And
and
everybody have that reason. So why
and
do
I,
you recognize Curtis as the president?
and I don't know if we have all the time tonight, but I mean,
No, we have 10 minutes. We can discuss this in 10
and
minutes.
the thing is that the election of Curtis, it was not just a 1 day thing. It was a step that was followed. Uh, and I know there was some misstep, but eventually an election was held, and Curtis was elected. If there is any kinds of problem or any kind of backlash, and maybe Liberian feel disenchanted over the election of Curtis, I don't think it should be Curtis. It should go back to the board because when the situation started from the get go, there was some of us that were in the hall that spoke against it. And I want to be on record, and Curtis know that I'm neither Curtis supporter or Vatican supporter. They didn't know that. But sometimes you just got to nail the hammer right where it need to be nailed. The board made a blunders, and I also think that Vatican also make some mistakes.
How did the board make a blunder here? Just
The,
yeah. Like I said, we still got time. We got 10 more minutes. How did the board make a blunder?
in the first place, the interference of the board over the election commission when the election was scheduled the next day was, I think, it was inappropriate. I spoke against it. I said that you can allow the process to unveil itself in the last minute, and then you say you want a hot election for something that you yourself said that was none of any significant. So then why you hotting election? Then secondly, they said they conducted an investigation into the alleged uh, abuse situation of Vaticu, where Vaticu was accused of, I don't know, domestic abuse or something on his record, for which they halted the election, and they conducted their own investigation according to them. And then they found out of Vaticu was clear, it was okay. So if we let's say, as hypothetically, I agree now, or you said Vaticu, you conducted investigation, and you say it was okay, then why do you institute an interim government in the first place? I think that following Sunday should have just been an election. So you institute an interim government that spearhead the affairs of the election and all the other things that follow later on. Then the election commission came to you, and then you told the election commission that this guy was clear, but the election commission should go ahead and conduct new vetting process. Why would you want to start the entire process all over when you said there was a single case that claimed your attention? We said that one of your the candidate on the ballot was not qualified because he have a record. You investigated the record as a board, and you found out that was not the case. So why do you institute an interim government? That question couldn't be answered. Then secondly, then you instruct the election commission to go ahead to restart the whole vetting process. The election commission went ahead, start the process over. Then they discovered that there was something on Vaticu, which of course the board have already said that it was being touched, it was being investigated, and there was nothing. So you see the two things playing out here now. Election commission has discovered that Vaticu got something now. The board in the past said they have investigated that thing and there was nothing there. Okay, the board is seeing that, okay, if there is nothing there, we are seeing something according to the record we have before us. What do you have? Please bring it so that we can compare notes and see. Maybe we are making a mistake and looking at something else. Well, I will see what you have. The board cannot produce anything. That was also thrown to Vaticu and asking, okay, you say you took a document to the board that they investigated and they saw that you were not guilty of anything. Please, can you assist us with that particular documentation that you have that show not having any counts or abuse record on your record so that we can have it on our file? Vaticu said that he cannot put himself into what we call in criminal justice, we call it double jeopardy, that is being investigated twice for one single offense. So he can't put himself into that situation. So the board the commission is now left with nothing, unless that they only have paperwork that show that Vaticu have something on the record. So if you are in that situation and you are working as an autonomous body, because clearly we all know that election commission is an autonomous body. So if you are in a situation where you serve as an autonomous body that nobody can control, and you make the decision, so the election commission make the call and say, okay, this is the XYZ we saw, and based on the XYZ that we have seen so far, that forbade you from contesting the election. But all of the other candidates on your team most of them are all qualified and they can contest. Unless you can prove otherwise, that's the situation. And that was what happened. They went to election, and I visited the site. I was there even up to from the morning hours until probably after 2 or 3 o'clock. And there were a lot of people that came to vote. So now the question is, are we going to disenfranchise more than 300 Liberians that show up to an election pool to vote over a single incident that could have been remedies by either Vaticu or the board? So in this case, I would say election commission did their job in a way it was specified for them to conduct election. They did their job. And if there's anything, the Liberian people should be going to the board, and it shouldn't be Curtis' fault because Curtis didn't really play any part, even though I heard he said that he was not properly vetted. But I mean, if the election commission said they have vetted him and you on the outside say they are not vetted, then what am I supposed to believe? The credible institution have been set up to conduct election, or should I believe a single individual who is speaking from outside of that commission? So that's why I said my position is what it is, and I think Curtis Shoe is rightfully the legitimate president for the Liberian Association. The other ones.
Thank you. I have a different version of this. So even though some of the stuff you just said they are partially correct, but I don't recognize I don't have no personal beef with Curtis. I love the guy. He's smart, but I don't recognize him as a president of the Liberian community. And the reason why is simple. Everything you said, let's just believe that some of it is true. Curtis, it might not be Curtis, but Curtis is not honest to himself. Number one, he knew that he was not thoroughly vetted. Each vetting process was two-phase. One to pull your record, and the other one in person. He was not vetted in person because at the time of his time that he's supposed to be vetted, he was in Liberia. So if I was in Curtis' shoe, I was gonna be like, you know what? I'm not. To be fair, yeah, that's just because my opponent was disqualified, but I wasn't vetted because I was in Liberia. So you pulled my record, my online record, which was good, but I was going to be in person and you did not vet me. So I'm not going to contest just because I won't be president. I'm not going to contest against Webb Barrett, no. Because why? I did not meet the vetting time because I was in Liberia. But Curtis is not honest to himself. That number one, all right? And number two is Mike Nima was asked to recuse himself. Simple. Mike Nima adhered to the board when they halted the election, and you and I were on the same side at that point. They halted the election right at the end of the debate. He adhered to them last minute time because, according to him, he received the email, but he didn't check his phone. And he said that the election should proceed. I got a video of it. All right? Mike Nima, I had a conversation with him. He admitted. In that conversation, I did not record it because I didn't ask for a consent. But he will tell you that he admitted to it that, Vinton, I was supposed to come on either on current situation or meet your community to tell the people that you should not go to the election precinct. The election was halted by the board. So I take full responsibility. I did not come on the air to admit it because the next day we went to the election precinct. I'm talking about the first one now when they halted the election during the debate. In which he said that he did receive the communication, but he received it late because he checked his phone. Okay, that's fine. The board interfered and halted the election based on a concern by the Curtis and Malo team. So while that investigation was going on, the board halted election within 24 hours. Election was canceled. The commissioner did not appear on the precinct. He did not appear on no network. He took responsibility of that when I talked to him over the phone. I don't know whether he took responsibility of that popularly, but I don't have the audio because I did not record it and because I didn't ask him for a consent. It was just behind the same conversation.
So let me say something.
Let me finish. So moving fast forward. When Curtis was in Liberia, he was not vetted. According to the election commissioner rules, each candidate have to be vetted in two phases. Phase one, we pull your record. Phase two, face-to-face interview. Whatever they did to Vicky, I think it was not fair because why? Vicky was already been investigated for that same case. They pulled his record, everything, and he was acquitted. All right. But now he's saying the board instructed the commissioner to carry on new vetting. So whatever they did, it was on paper, it's up to them. But I feel that he was not supposed to be vetted again online. Face to face, yes. And in which he appeared. Since Curtis did not appear, Michael, which is assistant secretary on the election board, he part of the team, he asked Mr. Magnima, he said, but Mark, how can we vet everybody, but we cannot vet Curtis because Curtis is not here? So automatically, Curtis was not here for the time of his time to be invented in person. So automatically, Curtis is dismissed. He's not qualified. So Mark said, no, even though Curtis is not here, but I have the authority to, qualify him because I already pulled his online record and I did the vetting over the phone. No, the vetting was supposed to be done in person. So what Mark did, Michael wrote the board of directors complaining that the election commissioner did not carry on the process with Curtis. So now the board saw that and the board said, hey, let's halt the election. Recuse yourself because you are being investigated. We will postpone again the election. Election commissioner said no. So my question I ask you and say, if you can adhere to the first halting, the communication from the board, now the board gave you another communication, halt the election, recuse yourself because we are investigating you why you did not vet Curtis in person. So you see that double standard right there? You see that double standard, brother? So
Yes.
yeah. I'm almost done. So with that said, Curtis, like I said, he was not honest because he really anxious and want to be president. He was supposed to say, gentlemen, I was not vetted in person. I missed my a day to be vetted, so I'm not qualified to. Y'all say you're vetted. What it means, BK, based on a record, he said y'all say he was not qualified. So both of us are not qualified. He was not qualified based on a record. I'm not qualified because I was not here. But Curtis did not say that, brother. Just to be a president or community president, why can't you be honest? So that's my dissatisfaction with Curtis, and also that's why I don't recognize him as the president because why the election commissioner took side. He refused to listen to the communication from the board director and went ahead with election. So going ahead with the election is void. It's considered illegal, unlawful. Anything that took place is not legitimate. I'll pause.
Okay, so yeah, we just almost saying the same thing like I told you before. I said the board dropped the ball. That is the board. All of the mistakes come from the board from the get-go. But what a little bit different with you is the fact that you are saying Curtis was not in person doing the vetting.
Yes.
In fact, that question was raised. I took upon myself to inquire from the board. I mean, not from the board, but to inquire from the election commission first. And then when I met Honorable Sion at the feed there, I confronted him their mistakes from the get-go, and he said I was trying to correct himself. There was a lot of missteps, honestly. But one of the things you talk about that Curtis was not here. It is true. Curtis went to Liberia, I think, to bury some relative. But before Curtis left, the election commission was informed to the election commission, I'm going to go to Liberia for X number of weeks. I'm not going to be here. If it is possible, I would like to do my vetting process before I leave. And that was granted by the election commissioner and the members of the commission. The thing with Michael is that, and what I have problem with Michael is the fact that there are, I think, 5 credible members of that commission. And he happens to be just one, and he was not regularly in the section when they have meetings. Because how do I know? I will inquire. Michael was not most of the time not around, and I'm sure because of his work engagement, so maybe some of those days he's not been around. So on some of those occasions, Michael has not been around when major decisions were taking place. And the vetting process, the co-chair of the board was always in that meeting. In fact, I was one of those who told the election commission one time when I heard that, I told that the board chair does not need to be in the election commission meeting. What are you people inviting into the election commission meeting? The Election Commission is an independent body that does not answer questions for anybody unless there is an issue of election irregularities, where they have the Commission on Election by the Board set up to investigate those kind of issue. So what is he doing in your vetting room when you are vetting people for as a candidate? Why you do that? So that was also wrong, and that's what on the problem. So he was there, and when the people make decision, he tried to kind of dress it up a little bit, which I think was not correct. But to fast forward everything, Curtis was vetted. It was on the same day with Vaticu, but he was vetted earlier before he took off to go to Liberia. And then later on, his how they call it record was being pulled out of the state for him to in order to get clearance. So both of those things were done.
So when was
But
when
the
was
only thing is that it was done now at the same time with the rest of
I'm
the
asking
candidates.
you, when was Curtis vetted based on your information that you acquired?
Credit was done before he left to go to Liberia.
When? Give me the month and the day. So I should do
No,
it.
I can't certainly tell you tonight that this was the time or this was the hour that he was.
No, you don't need to give me the hour, the
Or
month.
the day or the month, but I'm telling you, say the month he
So,
traveled, there was the same month.
so where did you get your information from? Who
I
told
talked
you?
to all the commissions, all of them.
So are you telling me that Magnima told you that Curtis was vetted?
I talked to all of the commissioners.
You talked to all the commissioners.
All the commissioners, I talked to all of them. I talked to them. I wanted to know what was happening.
Dave, are you telling me?
Let me finish now. Let me finish.
Camera recorded.
Yeah, let me finish here now. Let me finish.
Okay, that Magnima told you that he Curtis was vetted prior of his vote.
I just told you. That I talked to all of the commissioners.
You said you talked to all the commissioners. So which means you talked to the election commissioner too?
Exactly. All. But but I don't want you to single.
But you
I don't want you to single one person out of the commission.
You are dodging the question.
No, I'm not.
Okay, let me start the question over. So you talked to all the commissioners.
Yes, I did.
I'm not trying to verify one.
Okay.
Just one, which is the election commissioner.
Oh, okay. You want to identify the chairman? Yes, I talked to the chairman as well.
Okay, so the chairman of the election commissioner, Mr. Demand, told you that he vetted Curtis before Curtis went to Liberia. Yes or no?
Precisely.
Okay.
Why you laugh?
He said precisely. Okay, so let me do a.
That means exactly. That's what it means.
And that's why I lied. Yeah, you don't. I asked you yes or no. I didn't say you should use different words. Yes or no. You said.
I said, but it means yes. It means exactly.
But I asked you a direct question: yes or no. When you are in court of law, right? When they ask you a direct, you should respond to the way the lawyer asks you. All right.
No. No. Don't go there. Don't even go there. Don't go there.
All right. Dave,
don't take that route.
Dave, I got a follow-up question.
You're not going to land safely when you take that route tonight. Don't take it.
No, precisely. If the chairman of the election commissioner told you that, you telling me now you cannot remember what he told you?
I mean, I just told you from the beginning. Listen. It's not I'm sure the question you're asking me now is not a yes or no. It means
it is not a yes or no. I said the month.
So what I'm saying is that I just told you that I have this discussion with the election commissioners, all of them. You just pointed out Majima, who's the chairman. I said yes. I also have a discussion with him.
And the month.
And he said
Curtis was vetted
before Curtis left to go to Liberia.
I don't know when Curtis was in Liberia. Which month? I'm asking.
So then, if you want to know when Curtis go to Liberia, then you probably need to consult more with the commission. You're an investigator.
No, but
then call the commissioner.
But you already have the information.
I was not. It was AJ. To be honest with you, I just wanted to ascertain facts.
Dave.
But I really don't.
Information given to me. I don't think that I will hesitate to tell the interviewer. I asked you a question. You spoke with the election commissioner. You spoke with several of them. I asked you. Let's be specific here. It went down to my name, and yes. Did he tell you he vetted Curtis precisely? You don't have no recollection of the month.
I mean, he told me, look, listen, I don't know why you're trying to take this discussion.
No,
But
I
to
don't.
be honest,
I'm not trying to take. I'm
to be honest with you,
yeah,
to be honest with you,
because I'm trying to confirm what you just
yes,
told
to
me.
be honest with you, I did not have the reason why I even took my time
Yeah.
to ask the election commission. It was because I was hearing last night. I
Okay.
didn't really care whether you guys, who you elect to be the president. I've served the community for 2
So
executive terms as a board chair. So
so
whoever want to be there now, they
you
can be
saying
there.
that you don't have no recollection of the
So
month?
what I'm seeing is that the point I'm seeing is that it was not something that went with my notebook. Like you as an investigator general, where you go, okay, Mr. Chairman, what you said to you, Yvette Curtis, August 4,
Yeah,
August 5,
that's,
and
I,
rest.
yeah, that's
Those
something
kind
that yeah, the
that's
month.
not what that's and you should, from the way we're having the discussion, you should know that that's not how I went. That was not the purpose.
But
If I that it would have been a purpose for me if I have any other follower that I would think I want to take on onto the election commission. But I didn't go with that kind of mindset.
at least
I wanted to actually find
you are
out.
honest. You are
I
honest.
really wanted to find out really what was happening between the vetting of Curtis, and I was told that Curtis was vetted before he left to go to Liberia because he had urgent situation that he needed to attend to in Liberia, and then he left. We vetted him. We were to pull his record because it was when after they finished having that discussion with Curtis, that when Curtis released his personal credential for him to be or to for them to pull his record. You know that Curtis record will never be pulled out of the state record if he doesn't have those credentials to be given out to the election commission.
So apart from my name, who else confirmed it to you apart from my name now? Apart from the chair,
AJ, those things are insignificant to me right now. I just told you, I talked when I went to the election pool, I spoke with all of the commissioners over at the pool, and then I talked to Mike. So those questions are very, very much insignificant. I think, AJ,
it's not insignificant.
AJ, I think this is the cross of the matter.
It is not.
AJ, let me tell you the cross of the matter.
Do you recognize Curtis? You said yes. I said why. You explain. I explained why I didn't recognize him. Then
it's okay.
As a reporter here, I tried to authenticate your information, and you still. All I needed to say, "Oh, AJ, I don't have recollection about."
Which record you're trying to authenticate?
Yeah. I tried to authenticate what you just told me that Curtis was vetted before he went Africa.
No, but if you want to authenticate, any kinds of information I will give you, I don't think counter questioning will help you. The only way you can
follow up question should help me. You should be
the only way you could be.
Maybe you did not.
I think the only way you could be helped immensely it would be when you go to the.
Maybe you don't have no recollection of the conversation you had with Magni now, giving you that data, or maybe you didn't ask him what month or when he was vetted. So I mean, I appreciate that you're honest. You say that Magniman said I will do a follow up because I just
and that's what I want you to do with AJ instead of you trying to ask me here what date. When I told you say I don't recollect the date, but I know I'd have that conversation with the commissioners, all of the commissioners, as I said from the beginning, and this is what I got. The marker you're talking about made a complaint that filed a complaint. Marker does not have the authority as a board member to hold election. The only person that can hold those kind of election is
how about Marco hold election? He filed a complaint against the chairman.
Yeah, Marco is Marco is.
You
said Marco was a commissioner. Marco was a commissioner, right? He was on the commission, right?
Yeah, he one of the commissioners.
Yeah. Sources from the commission says that Marco was highly present at any of these meetings.
He was still one of the commissioners.
So listen though. So now, if Marco had this kind of complaint, why did he wait until in the last minute? You know, this is why I have problem with the way they conduct these young folks that now you have as your board and this and that. Let's be honest, they don't know what they are doing. Let's just say it plain and simple. Most of them don't know what they are doing. When they hold the election on that particular Saturday, listen, when they hold the election on that particular Saturday, you were in the hall. I'm the one who has said that what you guys are doing is going to cause chaos and confusion in the community. It's not good for the community. I'm the one who said it. I didn't stay there. I went to the co-board chair. He was standing on the tree where June slept. Perhaps he doesn't know me. So I told him, say, look, who is the co-boat chair? Huh?
What's his name? Henry Clichy?
Yeah, Henry was sitting on the tree.
Yeah.
In the way of the bar with June. So I went there. So I was asking, who is the co-boat chair? And he didn't want to identify himself. Then I talked to Slay. I said, Slay, who is the co-boat chair? Then I just heard he say, speak, what you want to say? Go ahead. So I said, no, I just want to be able to know to identify the co-chairs, and the chairman is not here. He said he was the chair. I said, look, what you guys are doing, you are sitting outside and then sending text into the hall and letting Curtis to pronounce to the body that election is canceled. I said, what you are doing is wrong. It's going to haunt you. You can ask Slay. Slay will tell you. And then he dismisses what I was saying. He dismisses. He thought that I didn't know what I was doing. I said, I told him on that tree, and you can talk to Slay. Slay will tell you the same thing. I said, I live in the community. I stay in the community for more than 13 years. Look, what you are doing, if I was a radical of Dave Cooley, they gone last 13 years in Iowa, what you are doing when I work? But you know what happened? You're the young people want to get the community. So go ahead, but what you are doing want to cause confusion. And I see you going back and forth on your show, making a whole lot of noise, talking this. He sat there and make this kind of decision and cancel election in the last minute. He canceled election in the last minute.
Well, I mean, and I concur with you on that.
And then you want to sit down and then you want to sit down. Then you want to sit down and cry, wolf cry. Let us say somebody hurt. You are part of the problem. If I was a community right now, all of them will go. They didn't serve the interest of the community. You cancel election in the last minute. Let us say there was somebody who was dying, that the community was on fire. Why you do that? And then in the last minute, now you're gonna sit on a forum and start to cry like a young baby. Who cares?
Well, Dave, thank you very much for your input. I know we had a little disagreement at the end of this.
No, I mean, the conversation was good. The conversation. I always like to have, a conversation with you because you're a guy. You never take yes for an answer. So, and that's the kind of people I really like to talk to. But it was fun.
Yeah, it was.
We discussed issue tonight, and I'm happy to be here always.
Yes, and I would like to apologize to our viewers that we could not give you guys more information about the Joshua case. We just read off Facebook. Those information are just all alleged.
Yeah,
guys. So what we say, we don't know right now where the investigation how it's unfolding. All we know that the perpetrators are still out there. They have not been apprehended. The person that was supposed to give us some new information tonight was Alex, but for some reason, he was checking his hotel. Maybe sometime, when you work on the road, these guys that work on the road, the checking hotels tonight take a while. So yeah, so Alex was not able to make an appearance, but hopefully our next diaspora Liberian political discussion will be on Tuesday. So Tuesday, Alex will be on. Maybe we might give you guys some new information. But once again, we extend our condolences to the bereaved family. We hope that those perpetrators are apprehended and get off the street. And they send a strong lessons, a warning that you cannot beat someone to death, or you cannot harm someone just because they disagree with you, or you have the same, or you have different beliefs, or they make appearance to your headquarters. Especially a peaceful assembly. I don't think you should be able to harm them. So we should desist from that behavior. Liberia, it should be on the road to, a path to development, a peaceful country. Look what happened. Look what George Weah did. You send a concession statement. Weah could have contested the election, just like what happened in Sierra Leone, with Julius Bow, he rigged the election. Weah could have done the same, but he said, nah, this country has already, suffered 14 years of civil war, and it is not time for me to, be too greedy for power. So he conceded, just for peace, even though, yes, they whipped him, but, the margin was not too long and he conceded. So, yeah, so us Liberian, let's be very careful of what we do to each other. Liberia is all we have. Trust me. Liberia is all we have. Liberia is all we have. We can come together and develop that country. That country have too much of resources. But we'll continue the discussion. Thank you very much, Dave Cooley. Dave Cooley is one of our regular panelists. He usually appears on Sundays due to his busy schedules on Tuesday and Thursday. Maybe when his schedule, become flexible, he might, be making appearance on those.
Where my IT man?
Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, Malcolm did not, like I said, you the only panelists that appeared tonight.
Okay.
It was you and Alex, because Pastor Susan told me he was not coming on tonight due to other domestic affairs going on. Yeah, you gotta take care.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you, Dave. And you have a blessed night. Let's continue the conversation. Next week.
Brother. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so that was Dave Cooley here, one of our panelists, and I always appear on Sunday. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much here. Before we leave, I want to make some announcement here. We will have a Jessica funeral this coming Saturday. Saturday is the funeral, and also yes, Saturday is the funeral. Yep, Saturday is the funeral. We will be there to the funeral. We will also be there to the wakekeeping. The wakekeeping and the funeral will broadcast live. Then from there, we will also head. We'll be very busy. From there, we will head. We have a birthday party coming out tonight too as well. Not tonight, but this weekend. Betty having her birthday this weekend. We will be there too to broadcast live. Yeah, we will be very busy, but this is what we do. Like I said, this is what we do. We are we operate on a triple constraint. If you can see here at the bottom, scrolling advertising of the scrolling jingle, telling you guys about everything we do here, from graphics to t-shirts, advertisement, live streaming, whole rentals, referrals, and live promotional interviews, everything. So let us know, here, and let us know if you need some graphics. Let us know if you also want to be one of the panelists. And but we will see you tomorrow here on Monday. We have another promotional interview. Okay, thank you, and you have a blessed night.